Greetings and salivations, everyone. I'm Krista, this is Fisher, and welcome to C-Rad. And this is the way to play the Uno All Wild Grogu game.
C-Rad.
Hi, everybody! Well, hello, everyone. Welcome. We hope everyone's doing totally rad today. I was pleasantly surprised when we were at Target the other day and I came across the Uno All Wild Grogu game because I had it pre-ordered on Amazon and it wasn't supposed to come to me till June. June, guys! And they've got it in store at Target now. So I wasn't able to find the link to it the last time I talked about it in a video, so if the link's available, I will put it in the description for you, and the link's gone on Amazon now too, so very, very weird, but it was not a bad price. I think it was like $6.50 for this card game. I've never played any of the Uno All Wild games, so I had to look at the instructions, and this actually sounds more fun to me than regular Uno. It's kind of fast-paced, which I like in a card game. So Fisher, I'm going to set you to the side for a little bit so I can pull the cards out, show everybody the cute little Grogus on them, and explain to them how to play the game. Are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Alright, little dude. Boop. We will see you in a little bit. First off, how awesome is this box, guys? I love it. So it says there's no colors, no numbers, no problems. All the cards are wild. You swap the cards with other players with the special Grogu help rule. And yeah, it's not your normal Uno game. It does have the same rule that when you get to the last card in your hand, you have to yell out Uno, but getting to that card may not be as easy as it sounds. So we're gonna take the cards out of the box here. We've got two little decks with little Grogus and of course instructions. But before we go over the instructions, let's take a look at some of these cards because the Grogu on them is super, super adorable. Sorry, he was upside down there. So there on the +4 card, he's flying his little hands up, making 4 cards fly all around. You got this one here. There is a +2 where you have to draw 2 cards. This looks like it's the reverse card. I think these are like skip player cards. I will double check and actually let you know exactly what they are when we get to those. This one's super, super adorable. And then you've got this one. Alright, let's actually hop into how to play the game so I can actually tell you what each of these cards does. So in order to read the instructions, guys, I had to put my glasses on. But so you can play anywhere from 2 to 10 players. You choose a dealer, you shuffle the cards, and then you deal out 7 cards to each player. You place the remaining cards face down in a pile. So you have the Star Wars Mandalorian All Wild Grogu facing up there, and then the face cards facing down. You flip over 1 card of the draw pile for the discard pile, and if it's an action card, you just totally ignore that action. That just starts your discard pile for you. And then when it's your turn, you play a card and you do whatever action is on the card. So let's get into what those actions are, guys, because they're not as simple as they sound. This is the regular wild card. It is the card that is the most in this deck. You will be using this card a lot because there are a lot of them in this game. When you play the wild card, you just lay it down and there are no actions needed for the wild card, then the next player goes. This is the wild reverse card. If you play this card, when you put it down, it reverses the way that the hand is playing. So if you put the card down and it's going clockwise, it reverses the direction to go counterclockwise until somebody else plays another reverse card. This is the wild skip card. When you play this card, it skips the next player in line. So if there's only 2 of you playing, you lay this card down and then you get to go again. If not, it skips over the person next to you in the direction that the game is going, and then the next person goes. This is the wild skip 2 card. So instead of skipping 1 player, it skips 2. So if you have this in your hand and you play it and you're only playing with 2 players, think of it this way. You're going to skip the player you're playing, and then you're going to skip yourself, and it's back to their turn. So if you're only playing a 2-player game, this card is not a good one to have. If you're playing with more than 2 players, then yeah, it's definitely fun, especially if you're playing 3. It just goes right back to you, and you get to go again, upping your chances of being the first one to call Uno with 1 card left in your hand. This is the Wild Draw 2 card. When you play this one, the next player must draw 2 cards. So you can't pick a player to pick 2 cards, it's just the next person in the rotation has to draw 2. Oh, and I forgot to add, not only do they draw 2 cards, they lose their turn as well. And then we have the draw 4, which is the same exact thing, except for instead of 2 cards, it is 4 cards. And again, that player loses their turn. Now, this is a draw 2 card as well, but as you can see, it's got a little target on it. This is called a targeted draw 2, and the player of your choice draws 2 cards and loses their turn. So, if you're playing with more than 2 people and you see somebody's getting down to 1 card in their hand, make them pick 2 with the target. Now the next 2 cards are where it gets interesting. This one is the Wild Force Swap. When played, you must choose another player and exchange hands with them. If either player ends up with 1 card in their hand, they must remember to shout Uno. So this card is great if you've got, say, 5 cards left in your hand and somebody else has 1 or 2. You can play this card and be like, hey, give me those less cards, right? This game can get mean, guys. I love it. But I saved the best card for last. This is the Wild Grogu's Help. Grogu is going to help a player in the midst of battle by using the Force. Use the Force, little one. Do the magic hand thing. So when you play this card, you may look at another player's hand and swap any of your cards with an equal number of cards from theirs. And then play then continues as normal. So if you're playing this and you look at their hand and you want to get rid of, maybe it's 2 of you and you want to get rid of those 2s, yeah, then you switch out, grab some more of these, grab something that will benefit you. But overall, the object of the game is to be the first player to discard all of your cards. Now, the moment you only have 1 card left, please make sure to shout out Uno to let everybody know that you may be going out on your next turn. Because if you don't shout Uno and another player catches you and says, ooh, Uno, Uno, then you must draw 2 cards, and there goes your Uno. Yep, right out the window, guys. But of course, the winner of the game is the first person to get rid of all of their Wild Grogu cards. So, super fun. I actually might see if Conrad wants to play this later because I love Uno and I think it's really, really fun, guys. But we can't let Chip near these cards at all because we know what Chip does. He loves 52 pickup. But let me take my glasses off here. I hope the glare wasn't annoying you guys too much, but I needed to see that tiny, tiny fine print to be able to correctly tell you guys how to play the game. But has anybody ever played an all wild game of Uno before? Do you like it? Do you think it's fun? Let me know in the comments below. And like I mentioned, found this at Target in the toy aisle. It wasn't even in the Disney section aisle. It was just kind of in the middle with a bunch of other Uno type games. So was really, really pleasantly surprised to bump into this the other day and really, really happy that I grabbed it because it's gonna be fun. But $6.50, not bad for a card game and something fun to do on a night where you have nothing to do while you're waiting for the next couple of weeks till The Mandalorian starts, right? And of course, rating this on our scale of totally bad to totally rad, this looks really super fun, and I think it's going to be a beyond totally rad, guys. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more awesome and totally rad things in the future, please subscribe to our channel and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss seeing us. And I guess there's only one thing left to say. Right, little Grogu? We'll see ya later.